Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the all-new Stock Power Hour, where we sit back and we will analyze your stocks for the next hour. Your stocks. All right, no news, and yeah, there we go. No news, no anything, nothing like that. We're just looking at your stocks. If you can hear me loud and clear, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. Hopefully clear. I'm already loud. And again, I think that today's session, looking at what's going on in the market, many of you are probably really concerned about what to do with the stocks that you currently own. Some of them are going up, some of them are going down, and you need to know what to do with them. So we're going to use the power of the VectorVest software to look at what's going on with your stocks and how to manage them. Maybe some of them you need to cut ties with. Some of them you just need to slow down and tighten stops, and some of them are just going against the trend of the market. So we're going to start off with some market analysis, looking at the VectorVest composite to see where the market is. Look at the homepage of the VectorVest software. As a matter of fact, let's do that now. Let's go to the homepage. And as you can clearly see, the market is probably letting you know, by way of the color guard, VectorVest does not advocate buying any stocks at this time. So if you're currently holding stocks, what do you do with those stocks? If you're looking to buy stocks, you got to be careful. Now, the direction of the market affects about 80% of the stocks. There's still 20% of the stocks that'll go against the trend of the market. You have to ask yourself, is it worth it for me to spend my time on the 20% that are going up, or do I just manage the stocks that I own and don't buy any new stocks? Well, the choice is going to be yours. Many of you are going to be a little bit more aggressive, finding stocks that are moving up, like Orla Mining, of stock of which I own. All right, up 3.5% today. Robinhood, I don't own it, but it's up 3.5% today. You look at BlackBerry, up 2.85%. So there are stocks that are moving up. Do you want to spend your energy investing in those stocks given the current market's conditions? Now, we have a lot more yellow than we have red. So we're still more cautious in the market, but on a day like today where we have 3 red lights in our color guard indicators, VectorVest today says it's not the right time to buy stocks. And we're looking at all of the major indices. They're all down today. We're looking at the Dow, though, pushing down almost 1%. So you've got to make a decision on what you want to do in regards to how aggressive you want to be or how conservative or prudent you want to be in the stocks that you currently own. All right. Hopefully everybody understands that. I'm going to go back to the Viewers tab where we're going to look at your stocks. Again, not a lot of news, actually not anything in news related unless I know some news on the stock that could be affecting it. But other than that, I really, really, really just want to look at your stocks today. So listen, I didn't ask for stocks yet. Goodness gracious, you guys are putting them in. I said we're going to look at them, but I'm going to start from right now. Now that I'm asking stocks, now I'm going to look right now to see what stocks you're putting in. And because this is on YouTube, I'm probably going to get a lot more interaction. I'm going to get a lot more stocks to take a look at. Let's go look at HEPA. Let's go look at MU. I think LNSR. Is that a stock? It is. Lensar, THC, SMCI. Interesting on SMCI. FTI, holy smokes. I know we're going to get FTI, an oil play. We're going to take a look at that. We talk stocks. Welcome. I don't know if you've been here before or not. SMCI is a very interesting play. It missed yesterday, but the stock is moving up today. Is it still a stock that you would want to keep your eyes on? We're going to look at that. Fix, EME, HEP is already in there, BBVA, Soundhound has been a tough play, Henry. Soundhound has been a tough play this year. I'm not sure how I feel about that quite yet, but it's not going to be about how I feel. All right, it's not going to be about how I feel. We're going to use the power of the software. IONQ, LRN, NNE, Reddit. Interesting play. It's moving up. S&P 500. Which one do you want, Aaron? The SPY. You want the SPY? Okay, SPY. TEM. GOOGL. Actually, I'm just going to put in Google. GOOG. What else is in here? I'm going to SIPS. Ooh, that sounds like wine. I don't have I don't have sips. I ain't got sips. Path, Unipath, you got UiPath. Lunar. Did I put Lunar in there already? I don't know. LU. Oh.
I put your soundboard on, but I think you took your typing away.
No, it's there. Oh no, yeah, I can just click on it. Thank you though. Comma LUNR. Good. Comma one more. Lyft I saw earnings for yesterday too. All right, so we're gonna do another semblance of stocks, but this is a good way to go. OPTT, doo-doo bucket. OPTT is a stock that I've been keeping my eyes on. I wanted you guys. That's water energy. I think. Yeah, Ocean Power. I'm gonna put that in because that's a stock that I've been talking about. Doo-doo bucket. I can't say that name, but I'm gonna call you DDB. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call you DDB. OPTT, I'm down with that stock. You down with OPTT? Yeah, you know me. They did some work over in Israel. They're doing work with somebody. I think I put it on my Twitter account on OPTT. I don't remember. But I do like OPTT. It's another clean energy stock, but using water. All right. So I've got 21 stocks in here right now. We're probably going to get another opportunity to look at more. So we will do that. Joy Force says, Uncle Glenn, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you too as well, Amir. And Amir, I do have one of your stocks in there. SPY is in there. In tightening stocks, do you recommend trailing stops or trailing stop limits? So Horace, when I think about tightening stops, if I have a stop in place like a 3-to-1 stop, 3-to-1 risk to reward, 30% gain or 10% loss. What I will do there is probably go down to a 20% gain, 5% loss. That's what I use for tightening stops. Now, if I do have a trailing stop, which also I do like, I may go from a trailing 10 to a trailing 7. When you say trailing stop limits, that's up to you. A trailing stop, in my mind, is a trailing stop. But you can do a stop limit where you're looking at a specific price instead of just trail 10% from the highest point that the stock has hit. So there we go. All right, so we're going to start off with these stocks. What do you think about oil, Glenn? I got a video coming out I'm working on for the oil industry. I think that there's a certain part of the oil industry that's going to explode in a big way. I'm going to take a look at it for another couple of days. It may be a video that I do. It can't be Monday because the market and we are closed on Monday, I think for President's Day, but it may be the Tuesday. I got so many ideas right now pummeling around. I got, if you can look at, I got ideas. I got a lot of video ideas right now, a lot. And there's one in the oil space that I think could be very, very influential. I might actually do it as a short. No, I can't. I can't. It's got to be done as a video. But there's something in the oil space, RKPDS, that I'm very high on right now, that I think you guys can really benefit from. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to go through the power of the VectorVest software. These are automatically sorted by VST. So the stocks that have the best combination of value, safety, and timing are at the top of the list. Now, interesting about SMCI, they missed. All right, but the stock is up. Last night, again, if you follow me on Twitter, I put up the responses to the earnings reports that came out. And the stocks, what they were doing. SMCI fell by like 10% after the earnings call, all right, or when it came out, but now up about 5%. I did have this in a portfolio, one of my momentum portfolios. It closed out at a 30% gain. All right, I think there was a trailing 10% stop on it. It closed out. So in that portfolio where I used this as a momentum play, it was a last week video, we made 30% on it and closed it out. Stock is up another 5%. Now, there's news behind some collaboration with SMCI that's pushing it up further. But, based on the earnings report, the stock should be still going down. All right. But there's news behind it. As a matter of fact, we're not looking at news. I told you I wasn't going to look at the news, but I changed my mind. All right. So, Horace, did I answer your question? And RKPDS, You're very welcome. Oil is on my mind, but in a different way. Oil is on my mind, but in a different way. You know, it feels like not Johnny Cash. What was the other dude? With the beard, you were always on my mind. Son of a gun. Willie Nelson. Right now, oil is on my mind. Oil is on my mind, but in a different way. And it's for two reasons. All right. So the stocks with the best combination of value, safety, and timing, SMCI, as we all know, it's a stock that's a good quality stock that's been beaten down because of some accounting issues. I still think that needs to be addressed before you can feel super comfortable being in the stock. Can you move screen above Glenn's head or to your right? Well, there's only one thing that we can do. We can take me off the screen, or I can just move the screen around like this so you can see all of it. But I think all of the pertinent information you need to see, especially like VST, is all behind me, so you should be able to see that. But Joey, if needs to, can take me off the screen if you need to see more. Joey, do that now. You can take me off. You could take me off just for a moment.
You have the button.
Okay. Wow. Really? Do you not know that I don't do those sort of things?
I installed the button on your stream deck.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Look at that. Oh, man, Joey hooked up my stream deck. And he made it even easier for me to do stuff.
You don't even know what it does.
Well, I do know what it does. Dag nabbit, you just... They can hear what now. They can hear with the stuff. That's my stream deck is back on. All right, I'll put me back on in a second. Trying to say I got a big head, Marvin's like trying to low key say I got a big head. That's cap. That's cap. That's no cap. That's not a no cap. That's cap. All right, for all you guys that know that. Now I'm going to show you the power of the VectorVest software. Out of all of these 21 stocks, which stocks have the most upside? All right, relative value, the stocks that have the best opportunity to outperform a AAA corporate bond, right? And there it is. It's the hat. Nah, you trying to say I got a big head. That's all right, Marvin. After this, you and I are going to have some words. We're going to talk about that a little bit. All right. So the stocks that should outperform the market over the next 1 to 3 years, starting from BBVA up. All right, so these are stocks that have good upside potential. Let's go see what stocks are moving up the fastest. We're going to sort by RT. You notice that SMCI is at the list, at the top of the list, no matter which indicator I saw it on. Look at that. So Tempest, fastest moving stock by recommendation. Not fundamentally sound though. RV and RS both below 1. Reddit, interesting on Reddit, quickly moving up. Way overvalued, not fundamentally sound, but in an uptrend and a buy recommendation. Foreign banks are still doing the darn thing right now. BBVA, way over. Oh, that's actually undervalued, price to value. It's got good upside, but its earnings part or the safety about it is not so good. So we're going to call that more of an aggressive play. That's up about 1.35% today. Lunar is way overvalued. I like this play just because it's a space play, but it's not a fundamentally sound stock. It is in an uptrend. I love the earnings growth rate at 27%. That is a beautiful thing. It's up 4.5% today, but I understand that long term, I probably don't want to hold this as it is fundamentally unsound. Lenzar, don't know much about that. It is overvalued, not a fundamentally sound stock. It's got an RT above 1, earnings growth at 15%. It's up 1% today. But again, looking at these indicators, relative value and relative safety, will help you to really discern whether or not these are stocks that you want to hold long term. And that's an important question. As we do the power hour and we look at stocks, the power of what you see here on the screen is super important. All right. What if I push this back? Yeah. It's super important. I need you to look at me on this because it's one thing to look at earnings or to hear news about a stock, but without a tool like VectorVest, you're not getting the full picture. So I know that Lenzar, again, is overvalued, fundamentally not sound, in an uptrend right now. Short term, could you play this? Absolutely. Long term, I don't think I want to hold it. INOQ, a quantum stock, way overvalued, not fundamentally sound in an uptrend. These indicators, when you look at relative value and relative safety, seeing that a stock is not fundamentally sound with the ability to outperform the AAA corporate bond or make money quarter over quarter, year over year, you're getting the power of the VectorVest software. How many of you, type of 1 in the room, how many of you can see the power of the software in the analysis in our power hour? Just type of 1 in the room. How many of you can see the power of the VectorVest program in analyzing your stocks? Just type a 1, because it's great to see what stocks are moving and go, yeah, I'm going to go buy these stocks. But the indicators, the proprietary indicators, will take your knowledge to the next tier of truly understanding from an analysis perspective how you should trade that stock. How many of you were in a stock that looked great, you made a little money, only to lose it all? Just type the word me in the room. How many of you have been in that situation? You bought a stock, you looked at the graph and it's going up, you buy it only to see it come back down and give all of that money back. Just type a me in the room. The power of the software keeps you from doing just that. If I know that I've got a stock like Reddit that's way overvalued, up 2.5% today, not a fundamentally sound stock, it does and shows me that it's in an uptrend. It's got an earnings growth of 42%. I'm going to take that money as I can, but I'm not going to bet the bank on that stock because it's not fundamentally sound. Now, let's go to SMCI. Undervalued, fundamentally sound, earnings growth. You would be more likely to hold SMCI long-term because the VectorVest system says, you know something, this stock's got some merit. This stock has got some merit. So for all of you who typed me in the room, this is what the Power Hour is all about. It's all about helping you to make those decisions so that you don't put yourself out there to make a quick buck only to turn around and give it all back away. Amir, hold off. We're going to take a look at more stocks. So the power of the rank analysis gives you the power to make better decisions so that if you are holding these stocks and they're up today, at least you have the insight to know, am I willing to hold this long term, or do I now know that it's a short term play? All right. With that being said, somebody's calling me. With that being said, let's graph all the stocks, all right? So I just wanted to be able to lay the groundwork of what we're looking for and the power behind what we're doing. Let's go VectorVest layout. This is the typical layout that everyone will see as a brand new subscriber to the VectorVest software, all right? And guess what? If you're not a current subscriber to the VectorVest software, I'm going to offer you an opportunity to take advantage of that right now. If you go to www.vectorvest.com/YT, Joey, type that in the room for me, please. www.vectorvest.com/YT. You want to be able to build your own watch list, just like I did right there, to get a better picture of what you need to do with a stock that you currently own, a stock that you're interested in. Take the trial, $9.95 for 30 days. You missed out on a 99-cent trial. We were running that all through the holiday, 99-cent trial. You missed out. Now it's $9.95, but still well worth it. All right, so let's go look at Tempest. I did make a couple of different additions to the typical VectorVest graph. I'm going to show that to you in a second. Where is it? VectorVest graph /YT for YouTube. I added two things. I added value and I added volume. Now, interesting about Tempest, I can clearly see that the stock's in an uptrend. What I don't like today is the big wick at the top of the candle, but you know something? If you are in this, you gave this to me and you are in this stock, guess what? I'm going to tell you to use the trend line as a way to get out of the stock. If I'm not in it, I don't like today's wick. I do like that it's a buy. I like the volume, all of that. I love that RT is above 1. All right. I do love that RT is above 1. Let me move this over. I like that RT is above 1. What I don't like is the wick today, but if you're in it, leave it alone. All right, let's go to the next one. SMCI earnings came out. A couple of things. Can you show me how to include options in the Unisearch menu? Ed, let's do this real quick. If I want to add any Unisearch, this is a Unisearch. I don't know what Unisearch this is. This is a Unisearch. If I want to, there it is. Time of search, stock exchange. This says not equal to, but if I wanted to be equal to optionable stocks, I would change that from not equal to equal to. And this is where I would find the optionables. Anything that has an X in front of it. X, XB, XI, XO, XN, XQ, XX, and uncheck everything. If I want only optionable stocks, anything that has an X in it, if I click on OK, it adds all of the optionable stocks to the Unisearch. Who asked me that? That was Ed. All right, so that's as close as I can get you. So not only when it runs this search, buying contras, when it runs this search, it's going to find all of the contras that are optionable that meet the criteria short, and there they are, RWM and LABD. All right, there you go, Ed. That's how you can do that. All right, now let me go back to the graphs. All right, interesting thing about SMCI, I love that it's undervalued because it's gotten beaten up because of the bearish hit piece on it. I like the bounce off current support. I have support and resistance on here. I like the bounce off support, but I like the rise in value. Value is starting to rise with the stock and it's undervalued. You know something? I'm trading the chart right now. Over the last 3 days, though, the stock is moving sideways. I'd be careful. Not only that, it's moving sideways, and I got that level of resistance sitting at about 48.08. That concerns me. Volume is there. I do like the volume. But right now, if I'm in it, I'm not panic selling it. I'm leaving it alone. Reddit, no matter what you think about it, the stock is moving up. It's moving on up to the east side, to that deluxe apartment in the sky. Look at that. You can't fight the tape. Put my hashtag in there. You can't fight the tape on Reddit. No matter what you think about it, somebody put my hashtag in there. You can't fight the tape. Now, if I'm looking at the stock right now, 2 days ago, the stock did hit a level of a new high, created a level of resistance. Am I panicking? No. If I'm in the stock right now, I'm going to use the trend line. I'm going to give you another stop as well. See this swing high before it pulled back and went back up? Draw a line right there. This is a good spot right here to make sure you capture profits. That's at 207.75. 207.75. That was as the stock was going up. It swung, pulled back a little bit. I'm going to use this swing high as a level of support. And right there, look at that. Today, it came down to that level of support and opened back up. Thank you, Ed. That's right. Trade, no, it's trade, it's TTCNYH. You missed another T. But that is trade the chart, not your heart. Reddit, again, I don't care what you think about it. Look at is the opportunity there to make money? And absolutely. All right. It is there, absolutely. With so few stocks hitting new highs on the New York Stock Exchange, I'm not putting on new positions. Nothing wrong with that. If you're looking at the VectorVest color guard, it's telling you to be cautious, right? I'm okay with that. All right, but these stocks, hopefully, that you gave me today are stocks that you currently own. Let's go to the next one. Again, foreign banks, man, are still making money. Foreign banks are still, look at that trend line. It did go below. Look at that trend line. New high today, undervalued with rising value. I tell you what catches my attention, though, for you to be careful. Look at this. Look at that. Falling volume. I do have a bearish divergence between price and volume. Does that tell you to panic? Nope. If you're in it, I like using that trend line as a way to get out of it. But I want you to be aware of that. RT is above 1. It's undervalued. Value is rising the whole 9 yards. Keep your eyes on that. Let's go to the next one. LRN, downtrend, turned into an uptrend, now turned into a little sideways move. Horizontal line. I'm in a little channel. That's the level of a gap right there. I'm in a little bit of a channel. Again, undervalued Rising value. Long term, I like this. Short term, it's pulling from this level of resistance, coming down to this level of support. Nonetheless, it's in a channel. I'm not telling you to sell it, but if it breaks below that level of support, you probably want to think about taking that off the table because it'll also start filling the gap. Watch that RT is on the fall as well. Stock is starting to lose momentum. Look at that. Stock is starting to lose momentum. Even though it's just moving sideways, it's starting to lose momentum. All right. Let's go to the next one. Lunar. Beautiful setup here. Watch this. Shooting star. Follow through. Trending from the high. Look at that. Now, it's starting to do a little rebound to break up through the downtrend. All right, if I'm thinking about getting in, I want to see me close above this downtrend and have follow through. Right now, if you're in it, let me give you a level right here. That's a good level of support. Right there sitting at 1670. It's a good level of support sitting at 1670. Look at that. It never got below. You're still in it. Leave it alone. It's getting out of the downtrend. All right, it's getting out of that hurt, though. If you held through all of that, that hurt. This would have been a good opportunity to get out. Shooting star follow through. I would rather to have gotten out at 21.14 than to hold it now to 19 and some change. That's why learning how to read candlesticks is so important, folks. How many of you need to learn how to read candlesticks? Type of 1 in the room. How many of you need to learn how to read candlesticks? Type of 1 in the room. For those of you who already know how to read candlesticks, you are definitely ahead of the curve when it comes down to stock analysis. Remember, we're looking at VectorVest indicators, but there are other technical indicators that you need to know about. Joey, type a site in the room. www.
Really bossy.
www.candlesticker.com. I don't think you can spell it. www.
Probably not even right.
Huh?
Probably not even right. I'm going to go to the site first and make sure it's even the right site.
Candlesticker.com. I put it in there. www.candlesticker.com.
Yeah, but nobody can use that link.
Oh, my link?
Yeah, that's not how you put it.
All right. So anyway, Joey's going to put the link in there because he said I was so bossy. I tried to do it all by myself, and he still put me down. I would say that that's a great place to learn the basics about candlesticks, types of candlesticks. We do have a candlestick course. Do I have anybody in here from product support? We do have at VectorVest a candlestick course that shows you how to take it from the candlesticker perspective. All right, we take it from a candlesticker perspective from the basics and show you how to use the VectorVest software and candlesticks. We show you how to build searches to find specific candlesticks, whether bullish or bearish. So I invite you, 1, to go take a look at the candlesticker website. Number 2, to take that candlestick knowledge to the next level, take our candlestick course. Now, the question is, Lunar is up. Why the red candle? The red candle is because it's still lower than yesterday's close. That's why. See, that candle is still red. Yesterday's close was $19.18. Currently, it's trading at $19.06. Until it gets above yesterday's close, the candle will remain red. All right, does that make sense, Bill? Now, what I do like about it, coming off this possible level of support, the open candle means the price is higher than the open. That's a rebound day. That is a rebound day on the stock. All right, Joey is in a mood, LA Guns. I know. I don't know what his problem is. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Linzart. I liked, keyword there, I liked this stock when it was doing this. Oh, son of a gun. When it was doing this. Now it's doing this. I love today's candle, but you know something? If you held through this, let me give you a nice level swing high right here. Boom. There's your level of support on LNSR, sitting at $9.18. Love that. Look at that. Resistance, resistance, resistance till it broke. I love that price, $9.18. All right. Today, you're getting a rebound. what I'm looking for if I'm thinking about getting in, because I like the move of the stock, it is overvalued, but look, I noticed that value is starting to rise. That's a positive sign. If I'm thinking about getting in early, let's see if we can break above this trend line, have a break above that, and have follow through. If I'm in this stock, you held it from the high, all right? You held it from the close or the high of 1213 to 1050, where it is right now. That's a big hit. And if you are like, man, I'm going to hold this, you did all right. We're getting a rebound. For you, I'd like to see it break above the trend line. But if you're thinking about getting in early, I need to break above the trend line. If I really want to think about getting in with some confirmation, then I'm looking to go above the high. All right, then I'm looking to go above the high. I also noticed that volume is not on my side. Volume, it ain't on my side. No, it ain't.
Saying you gotta need a mic.
All right, hold on. I don't know what happened. Here we go. Check 1 2. Hold on. Check 1 2. All right, I got bounced. Sorry about that. All right, check 1 2. I should be better now. Sorry about that. It's Joey's fault. It's all Joey's fault. Joey should have changed out my mic a long time ago. And, yeah. Joey, do you want to take responsibility for this at all? No, Glenn's in the mood today. Whatever. All right, so Ellen Lenzar, if you're in it and you held it, it didn't break below this level of support, you're in it, it's open, I would feel more comfortable once it breaks back up above that trend line. INOQ, I think that this is still going to be a good stock for the quantum space, just not right now. It's in a channel. It's like in a 3-week channel, almost 1 month channel, 113. Yeah, about a 1 month channel. All right, if you own it, it's just sitting there. You know, I do like that it rebounded and faded the gap, but right there it stopped, sitting in a channel. I think IONQ is a trade, more so than a longer term investment right now. All right, so if you're going to play IONQ, I would play the bounces off support and resistance. All right, next stock. FTI, love that it's nicely undervalued. Value's rising, but it's having a hard time getting past this point of 1266. This stock can't get past it for the last 3 months. If I'm thinking about getting into this stock, it's got to break through that level. I'd like to see a breakthrough and follow through. I'm not seeing that. And if you own it, ain't nothing going on but the rent. You got to have a JOB if you want to be. Actually, I'm going to raise that up to that high, which gives me 33.45. 33.45. It needs to get above that level. All right? It needs to get above that level. So if you're in it, you haven't sold it, let me give you a sell point right about at that low. Yeah, that's a good level to get. If it breaks below this level of 28.05, you probably got to consider being out of the stock at that point. All right? Next stock. Woof. You know I love me some nuclear, but man, this stock looks like the poopies. Looks like Doodoo Bucket's name. Looks like Doodoo Bucket, you still here? DDB, you still here? Look at that. That's not a play I would want you to be in right now. And right now, look at that. I do like that it gapped, it faded the gap, but look at that trend line. Look at that trend line. It's just, it can't get above. I got a rebound day today. All right, that's fine. I got a rebound day today, but I need to see it break above. If you held it through this, bless your heart. But if I'm not in it, I'd like to see a full candle above that trend line and follow through. Volume is falling as well. All right, let's go to the next side. And, you know, falling stock with falling volume could also be a bullish sign. You know, that could also be a bullish sign in that even though the stock is falling, it's not a lot of people jumping on board with it. That could be a bullish sign too. All right, not as many people are feeling warm and fuzzy about playing it to the downside. And it does look like a wedge. I saw that. Actually, it is a wedge. Actually, it is a wedge. And we'll see which way it breaks. But if you're in it, that's a tough play to be holding through. That's why I've given you at least a couple of other options to look at. Google, same scenario. Look at these levels of resistance. Can't get through. It is undervalued. That's great. Value, though, is starting to fall over the last 3 months. RT is still above 1, so the stock's still officially in an uptrend. But look at this. There's that level of support. It's breaking through right now. If you haven't taken some off, you might want, if it closes today below that level of support, you might actually want to consider taking some of that off. All right. Man, you guys give me a lot of stocks. You guys are so interactive today, which is great. The spiders. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that there. Look at that there. We got consolidation on the spiders, folks. We got us a little bit of consolidation on the spiders. Nice rebound today. All right, nice little rebound today, but we got a wedge. Spot still running into new highs. Amazing. They beat earnings. I put that as one of my momentum plays, right? Spotify was up there. Palantir was up there. SMCI was there. How many of you watched my video on momentum stocks? You know, the hottest stocks to buy right now, those were momentum plays. I'm concentrating on momentum plays. Type of 1 in the room if you saw that video. I'm concentrating on momentum plays right now because given the current market's conditions, I want to give you opportunities to make some short-term gains because more inflation numbers going to come out. Inflation is creeping up. That's going to affect the market adversely. We got a lot of yellow in the color guard, which means caution. So that's why I've been concentrating primarily on momentum plays right now, short-term plays to put some money in your pocket. All right? I'm not ready to go full contra. I'm not ready to tell you to back up the truck on any particular stock. I've been concentrating on momentum plays because the market is moving the way it is. Todd says, now if the market would just turn. You know something? I'm okay no matter which direction the market goes, whether it's up or down. If the market moves down, we'll play the market to the downside. If the market moves up, play the market to the upside. All right? I don't care which way the market goes. And I want you guys to get out of your head that when the market goes down, it's a sad time. I keep saying this over and over again. Stocks go down faster than they go up. Back in 2005, 6, 7, and 8, I made a lot of money in the market playing the market to the downside. A lot. I grew a $1,000 portfolio to over 80,000 in about 8 years worth of time. The crux of that money was made in a downtrending market. So all of you guys that sit back and say, oh man, I don't want the market to go down. Listen, the best opportunities to make money is in a downtrending market. And Mac Daddy, I'm with you. I think the market needs a full-blown correction. The market and a lot of you say, no, Glenn, don't say that. I'm telling you, you want to be able to make money in a downtrending market. I got something that I'm going to start on Tuesdays. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. But for those of you who don't have a lot of money in the market, whether the market is up or down, I'm going to show you how to do some things. I'm going to show you how to do some things. All right. That's my team came up with this idea for somewhat series. And I think I'm going to start it next Tuesday. All right. So there's a lot of people out there that don't have a ton of money in the market. And whether the market is up or whether the market's down, I got something for you. And I got to thank my team for that. I got to specifically thank Clay. Clay, are you here? He's probably not that. It doesn't matter. Says, no, Glenn, don't say that. It doesn't matter. You got to get it out of your head about the market moving down. I'm a learn you. I'm going to learn all of you that you can make more money in a downtrending market than you can make money faster in a downtrending market than you can in an uptrending market. All right. I'm not ready to look at other stocks yet. You know something? With me analyzing these stocks, we may not get to another level of your stocks today. Freehand line. UiPath. Coming off that high, that swing high right there. Trust the chart, not your heart. There's a level of support. I'd be careful with this. You know, if you are in it, that's a good level of support to get out of it. If I'm not in it, I think I need to get back above that. John says, I remember in 2001 to 3 market, and that was a bad bear market. 2007 through 9 was bad too. Shorting with VectorVest and not jumping in long saved my bacon in those days. Well, stop singing and let's roll. Who's singing? I'm not singing. I'm rolling. Todd. Sigh. All right. I just yelled at Todd. Just a little bit. All right. Hold on. There you go. Melissa. What is that for? What is this? Okay. There you go. I saw that, Melissa, and I just got. That's why Joey won't put the thing in my ear. For that right there. That's just why Joey won't put the thing in my ear. Dang it. And I proved this point right there. That makes me angry to myself. That just makes me angry to myself. Sigh. UiPath. If you're in it, you got saving grace right now. Nice little rebound today. Right at a level of support. We'll see how that works out. Just be careful. If it breaks below that, you probably want to think about getting out of it. Come on, Grandpa. Todd just called me Grandpa. Oh, my gosh. MU in a channel. RT below 1. Let me take this off real quick. RT below 1. I'd like to see it in the channel and at least RT above 1 to get to that level of resistance. I'm probably not thinking about playing MU until it gets above 113.77. It's in a channel. All right, and RT's below 1 right now. THC. Oof. Another channel. All these channeling stocks. I do like the THC, just like MU, are both undervalued, but notice the value on MU is falling and value on THC is falling as well. Big down day, retracing from resistance of 149.46. I'm going to give you a level of support at the low at about 121.43. At about 121.43. We'll see. All right, if you're in it, if it goes below that, I probably would take it off the table. SoundHound has just gotten its butt kicked. All right, when was last earnings back here? Earnings is coming up on it again. Stocks in a channel, but from that high, the stock's price was sitting at 24, 23, and right now it's at 4. It's down $10. Ooh. Listen, here it fell below this level of support. I would have gotten out. You would say, but wait, and then you would be like, oh. If it breaks below this level of 13.37, I'd probably pull it off the table. All right, I'd probably pull it off the table. All right, let's go to the next one. EME. You notice that now these are stocks that are at the bottom of the list, and you see their graphs, why they're at the bottom of the list. RT is below 1. Stock's not in an uptrend. There was the gap down, never faded the gap. I do like that it's undervalued. The value from 3 months ago to now is about the same, but the stock's price is falling. Stock's price is falling, and RT is below 1, telling me not only is the stock price falling, but the RT is telling me the stock's in a downtrend. You know something, at this particular point in time, over the last 3 months, I probably would have been out of the stock. There's nothing that's telling me it's okay. That's my 2 cents there. The stock is a hold, though. The stock is a hold, not a sell. EMRT below 1, no bueno. I feel the same way. All right, next one. Another undervalued stock, Lyft. I saw their earnings report. Lyft and Uber. Little rebound today, though. Actually, a big rebound today. Stock's price fell this morning to that low of 12.06. Right now, it's at 13.95. Big rebound, big open candle. I'd really like to see RT get back above 1, but if you want to be aggressive and jump on board, I got no confirmation behind your jumping, though. All right, I do like that it's up, rebounding today. It's still red because it's lower than yesterday's close, but I got RT below 1. This was a super aggressive move if you jumped into Lyft. All right, let's go to the next one. Oof, Fix Fix has got a lot more volatility just in the graph. Stock's price, look at that trend line, broke below the trend line. I'm not feeling that. That in and of itself tells me no. Not only did it not fade the gap, but it broke through the trend line that it tried to from the big candle. And notice that all of these candles are still within this one candle. This stock ain't moving. All right, I'm not feeling that. RT is not only below one, but falling. All right, not only below one, but falling. OPTT, I still want you to watch this stock. I'm not telling you to buy it now. Nice level of bounce right here. A nice little level of resistance. Coming off this high, though, look at that nice move when RT went above one. That's why you got to watch RT. RT went above one on 1226. It went from closing price of 45 cents all the way up to a high of $1.61. That would have been a beautiful move just playing RT. Just playing RT. Well, if I want to play RT to the upside, how about I wait for it again? I like the stock, but not right now. In a channel, no RT above one, overvalued even as a low dollar stock. But value starting to rise a little bit. But I'm not feeling, right now for me, I'm looking for two things. Break above this level of 103 and RT above one. I need the two things to happen. I need some Contras is protection. You know something? I'm not going to think about Contras yet. I'll tell you why. Tell you when I start thinking about Contras, when I see a lot more red. Pawan, does that make sense? Right now, I know today, no bueno. But looking over the last few days, last 6 days, what's the majority of the color you see? Yellow. I'm probably not thinking about Contras until I got more reds. Pawan, does that make sense? Everybody in the room, does that make sense? I'm not feeling Contras full on yet. Now, if you are concerned and you want to play Contras, Pawan, I would look at non-leveraged Contras. Does that make sense to everybody in the room? Yes or no? So the first part of the question is, when do I start thinking about Contras? When I see a lot more red in the color guard. Right now, because I don't see a lot more red in the color guard, but I still want to hedge my portfolio, I'm going to look at non-leveraged Contras. LA Gun says no. Non-leveraged Contras means that on an up day, those Contras don't kill me, as opposed to leverage Contras. On an up day, those leverage Contras will kill me. All right, what happens to the market if tax cuts don't get done because the debt's too high? Jersey guy, I don't know. And I won't know until it happens. But I can step out on the branch and say, oops, that's not going to be good for the economy. All right, that's not going to be good for the economy. So I'll step out on that branch and say that, right? All right, a couple of more stocks. OPTT, again, I do like the stock. Do I want you to buy it now? No. Do I want you to keep it on your watch list? Yes. I think that this is going to be an up-and-coming clean energy play, just like nuclear. But OPTT, I do like. Do I like it right now? I'm looking to keep it on my radar, but I'm looking to see it get above 103. I'm looking, and I need RT to go above 1. Last stock in the list today, HEPA. IPA, IPA, no. That's all I got to say. That's from Bugs Bunny, though. So do you want one half of the color guard red? At some point in time, we did have that. Let me move this back over again. We did have that. Let me make this big, medium. We did at some point in time, and this is the time when I was thinking about putting on more, looking at Contras. All right, looking at Contras. All right, but overall, and I did it for a short time until the yellows came back. Then and when I was looking at Contras, we were barely over as far as more reds to yellow. I'm looking at non-leverage. As the red gets deeper and deeper, then I start looking at leverage. Does that make sense? Who asked me that? Does that make sense, Todd? Does that make sense? That's what I'm looking for. All right, say no to drugs. I did say no to drugs. I don't do drugs. All right, what time is it? 12:20. We got 10 minutes. So that was the first tranche. Let's do this. I'm going to take the next 10 stocks that come up. I'm only going to do 10. I'll take the next 10 stocks that come up. Go. SKYW, LQDA, that's 2. RKLB, that's 3. MRX, that's 4. CRS, that's 5. VET, that's 6. BRBR, that's 7. CRNT, that's 8. SMCI, we looked at. PGR, that's 9. And VRT, that makes 10. All right, there's my next 10 stocks. We're going to go through these quickly. All right, we're going to go through these quickly. 2 of them are sells. If you own these, I'm telling you, you got to be careful. Always remember that if a stock in the VectorVest software is a sell recommendation, you're holding it at your own peril. You're holding it at your own peril. Just keep that in mind, okay? Just keep that in mind. That wasn't 10. I mean, that was 10, not 11. All right, just keep that in mind. I'm not going to go through the rank analysis. Let's just go look at these stocks. All right, let's just go look at these stocks. What am I looking at here? PGR. It's not doing much of anything, right? You remember when the energy stocks, when the insurance stocks were rocking? They're not rocking right now. Remember when they were rocking? Look at that. Undervalued, way undervalued. Still undervalued. All right, still undervalued. Put this back on a 3-month graph. Move this over a little bit. Still undervalued. Glenn, can you override Glenn and say we need to... no, Joey cannot override me. Nope. Joey cannot. So we need 20 stocks at minimum each day. Nope. So, I'm glad I can answer that question live. And there's the high, and there's the low. It's in the channel. You said that it went it's coming out of a base. Not yet. This is a base for me. I see a channel. I need it to break above. I do love that it's undervalued, though. I need it to break above. RT is above 1. That's a positive sign as it's coming off this level of support and moving up. That is a positive sign. RT is above 1, but I need it to break above that level of resistance. Let's go to the next one. SkyWest. Ooh. Shooting star followed through, trending down. Yeah, that's just trending down. I'm not feeling that. I love that it's undervalued. Value is rising over the last 3 months. Relative value, the company is fundamentally sound. Just right now is not the right time. Let me give you a floor. Let me give you a floor. Right about here. That's a good level of support, sitting at about 99.18. All right, doesn't look like it wants to go there right now. If I'm not in it, I do like that it's undervalued, but I need something. I need to break above this level of 120. That's all I can say about that. PGR, it just recently got a buy rating. Yeah, even with the buy rating, that's a nice move, but it's got to break out of consolidation. The buy rating is one thing. That's great. But it's got to show me something. All right? It's got to show me something. MRX, I like that play. Oh, I like that stock. I cannot lie. There's that nice uptrend on it. I do like that. Look at that. I do like that. But right now it's falling from the high. Undervalued, value's rising. It's falling from the high. Am I going to tell you to panic? No. I'm going to give you down to this level of support. If you're not, which is a trend line. If you're not in it, though, I'm looking to see if it breaks above that level of resistance or trend line and have follow through. Long term, though, there's RV and RS. RV is up there. RS is below. This is more of an aggressive play, but I love the rising earnings, the rising value. If you're in it, there's your stop point. If you're not, even though I like the way the stock is moving, I'm looking to get above that level of resistance. This has got volatility. CRS was a good stock at a time. Put this on 1 year graph. Look at that. CRS, a lot less volatile. CI is at 1.84. Put this back on a 3-month graph. CI is up there. which shows that it should be resilient. Just not doing it yet. Just not doing it yet. Nice open day today, but I still don't feel warm and fuzzy about it. Not until it breaks through this downtrend. All right, if you're holding it through this, you're like, yay, that's great. But if I'm not, even with that, I wouldn't feel as warm and fuzzy until it breaks above that level of resistance or that trend line. That's what I'm really looking for. RT is falling. RT is falling. No, not a whole lot of volume. Yeah, I'm trading the chart. The chart tells me, let's wait. Let the stock come to me. Let the stock come to me. All right, next stock, CRNT. Remember when that was a good stock? Oof. Look at that. Big fall. Big fall. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a big fall. All the stocks horses and all the stocks men, so far, has not been able to put CRNT back together again. I definitely love to see if it could break above that level of the gap, which is sitting at 413 with RT going above 1. I do like the rising value, but look at that, stocks to sell. That's enough to tell you I may not want to be. I may not want to be. Michael says CRNT had good earnings and went down. I don't know what the news was. And not only that, Michael, look at the pullback. Look at the rise. More people jumping on the stock to the downside. That's still a bearish sign, Michael. That's still a bearish sign. And it broke through this level of support. I'm telling you, you probably shouldn't be. I think it's got more downside. I do think it's got more downside. Todd, I'm not going to look at those. I gave you another set of stocks. I got to go after this. VRT, I like because of its liquid cooling stuff. But there's the trend line. It's down below. It's still sitting in the channel. And actually, the volume is picking up to the downside. And the volume is picking up to the downside. That means people are shorting it. They're aggressively shorting it. That's a bearish sign on VRT. All right, let's go to the next one. BRBR. Bell Ring Brands. Swing high back here. Oof. That's not going to serve my purpose. What do I see? Hammer. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. I need the stock to get above this level of 80.47. RT is fading. All right, but it's bolstering up. That's a bullish sign. I'd like to see it break above this level of 80.47. All right. Next one, Liquida. Liquidia. I like that. Hey now. Hey Liquidia, how you doing? Look at that. Nice move. We're going to draw another trend line. Look at that. Look at that. Stock has been a hold the whole 3 months. It is overvalued. I don't know what the news is on this, but the stock's moving. Those 4 bears are taking off. What 4 bears? Oh, those? I know. It's part of another video I got coming up, Todd. LABD I like. LABD I like. That's biting into my video for next Tuesday. It's going to be a contest. I just gave you more information about it. It's going to be a contest. Oh, all right. But LABD is something that I do like. Rocket Labs. Rocket Labs trying to get me to make some money. They said it's going to be a long, long ride to watch the stock get up into the sky. Rocket Labs, just by its name, it's gonna go up to the same. Boom. The Rocket Lab. I'm gonna clap for myself. That was a very well done rendition. That was the remix. I got a little bit of a wedge happening here too. A little consolidation going on. BRBR has high, low, and EPS was good. Not bad with a type 5. BRBR. Why do y'all make me go back to a stock? Yeah, I'm not feeling that yet until it breaks above. All right. Vet. Can you sing, Joey? Can you sing with Glenn sings? Joey can't sing.
No.
He so can't sing. This is what Joey sounds like when he sings. Yep. That's why we don't let Joey sing. All right, Vet. I got a level of support right about here. Hammer. It's a big hammer. Did run up. I got a level of resistance. We use the swing rather than the high. Use the swing. It's in a big channel. It's got a little bit of volatility. It's undervalued. I do like that it's undervalued. RT is below 1. Aggressively, if I want to get in before it breaks above this level of 1044, I'd look for RT to go above 1. Other than that, I'm not ready to touch it. If you're in it and you held it through that, ouch. That's all I can say. That was like, ouch. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So, but right now, it's trying to do a little bit of rebound. It's still channel bound, though. Thank you, Jay, folks. I like that, Jay. And that was the last stock. All right, that was the last stock. So, if you liked what we did today, because I got to go. If you like what we did today, hit the like button. If you're brand new to the channel, and we do this every other Wednesday, where we go out to YouTube and we look at your stocks. No news, no hubbub, no nothing. Just straight up analysis to help you guys make a decision. If you're brand new to the channel and you want to, and you like what you saw, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. All right, we'd love to welcome you into VV Nation. For everybody else, we got 63 likes. Listen, I poured my heart out for you. Ryan does the same thing. Every other week, we pour our hearts out for you. There's no reason why we can't get 100 likes. There's no reason why we can't get 100 likes. So hit the like button. Unless, you know what this is? You know what the like button is like? The like button is tipping your server. Did you get good service? If you got good service, hit the like button. If you don't think you got good service, then get over yourself, because we gave you good service. How about that? That's right, I said it. That's right, I said it. All right, so with that being said, thank you guys for being here. Ryan and I will be live at 2 o'clock for afternoon market action, where we'll give our insights on some stocks that we're looking at. Where is lunch today? Glenn is buying. And no, I'm thinking about McAllister's. Hey, Joey, you want to go to McAllister's? I got everything set up for AMA on my side. You want to go to McAllister's?
I don't have anything set up for AMA on my side.
All right, so then I guess we can't go to McAllister's. All right. I was going to treat you to McAllister's today. And
go buy it and pick it up.
No, I'm not doing that. That's not what I want to do. I'm not doing that buy it and pick up stuff. This is for you. I'm not buying no pickup thing. All right, folks. Again, don't forget to hit the like button. Hit the like button before you leave. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii, of which I'm going to next week. Your Uncle Glenn is going on a 7-day cruise to Hawaii next week, baby. Woo! I'm starting to get pumped up. Going to Hawaii. All right, so remember, folks, pray for each other. Look out for each other. There's always good people in the world. If you can't find one, be one. Odabu. Bom dia. Salam. Shalom. Namaste. Yasu. Till next time, folks. See ya.